The stench of the violent ghost. It was the year Adisorn and Fayom's tobacco field stretched 30 kilometers from the nearest village. The young plants needed constant tending, so they decided to sleep in a small, solitary hut right in the heart of the fields, making it easier to rise early and ward off the beasts. The evening sun began its slow descent, and a dim, restless light settled over the earth. "It's too quiet, Adisorn. As if it's just the two of us left in the world," Fayom whispered as she lit the oil lamp inside the hut. Adisorn nodded. He was kneeling, preparing to build the cooking fire for their evening meal. But then, that profound silence was ripped apart by something unseen. "Stench! What is that horrible stench?" Adisorn lurched backward, his hand clamped tightly over his nose, momentarily forgetting about the fire. The smell was unlike anything they had ever encountered. It was a rotting, bloody putrefaction, laced with an unnerving, icy coldness, as if death itself had been brought and laid right before them. The villainous scent lingered and swirled all over the field. It infiltrated their clothes and their skin. No matter how they tried to breathe, the smell persisted, suffocating them, refusing to dissipate. "What in the world is this? It wasn't here a moment ago," Fayom whispered from behind the cloth, her voice trembling. "It smells like something that has been dead a long time, only just now dug up," Adisorn replied, his face pale, though he tried to keep his voice steady. Suddenly, a truly horrifying thought pierced Fayom's mind. She looked up at her husband with an expression of tragic, knowing certainty. "Adisorn, I know. Something terrible must have happened to someone back in the village." As if by a morbid spell, before Fayom could finish her sentence, the vile stench vanished. It disappeared as abruptly as if it had never been there at all. They both gasped, inhaling the clean air deeply into their lungs in relief, yet the terrifying suspicion remained lodged in their hearts. The next morning, they hastily packed their things and rushed back towards the village. The discovery they made confirmed Fayom's terrible feeling. Upon arriving, they found a deep, sorrowful silence had already fallen over the home of their relative, Bunma. Bunma was found murdered while napping under the shade of a tree. He had been brutally ambushed and killed for the buffalo he owned. A death so tragic and unnatural is what the villagers called Tai Hong,